There we go. Hello and welcome, everyone. Sorry, I was doing things a little bit differently today, and I went to the wrong screen, so here we are. So this is my 100 subscribers celebration stream. Boo! Yay! And I have no promises for how this stream is going to go, except it is going to go what I think is probably quite hectically, because I was not expecting to hit 100 subscribers today, so it's all pretty up in the air. I definitely wanted to make this a interactive stream where y'all get to decide how it's going to go and what we're going to be doing. And so while people trickle in, hopefully, before we get going here, I just wanted to, first of all, say thank you to everyone who subscribed. It's really awesome. I hit 50 subscribers back in January, and that I got another 50 this past month. I'm truly thankful for each and every one of y'all. And I was joking with someone that I know that in the grand scheme of things, 100 is a pretty small number for YouTube stuff. But it's a number that I'm thankful for because I'm still a pretty small scheme of things guy, you know? So while people are coming in, I happen to be cleaning up the home office this week. And while I was doing it, I came across one of the most important documents of my career ever. This is no joke. It is a simple, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 pages if I skipped one there. But these 6 pages are the most important document I've ever had in my professional career. And it's over something so meaningless, so simple. But I'm gonna cover up some information here because y'all don't need to know where this happened at. But this is it. When I was a little younger than I am now, at the last job I worked before I went independent and started my own company with my wife, there was what we call a shutdown event where something kind of important happened. And because I was a person there at the time, there was a lot of questions about, you know, who caused this to happen. We're at a critical area in which they need to have power on all the time. And for those who don't know, I program PLCs, which are industrial computers basically, except instead of having a true operating system, they have a system designed to interpret 4 different coding languages. And it's not C, it's not C++ or anything like that. They're really obscure. It's ladder logic, structured text, which is a Visual Basic-ish kind of language, and function block diagrams, which looks like the little computer chips. But anyway, I was out on a job one day, and this is middle of the night, literally like midnight. I'm out on this job site with another guy who I happened to work with at the time, and a contractor. And we're out there working on this automatic transfer system so that if for any reason power from one electrical provider went down, it would swap over to another provider so that this location would have electricity all the time because people's lives literally depended on this place having electricity on all the time. So we're out there and we get done. I review the code. I see everything looks fine. We finish doing the work we need to do on the system. And then they turn on the power. And if you've never done this before, you've never been around these, which I'm guessing most of y'all haven't, but these big switches, they have springs in them because you want to instantly disconnect the system and pull it, get the contacts away so that you don't have electricity arcing between the systems because, we're dealing with not your standard 120 volts. This place, I think it was more than 480 volts. It might have been 1,000 volts that we were working with at this time. And so you'd get this big chunk as the system disconnected very forcefully, so you didn't get this arc, and the other system would click in. So we're sitting there, we're talking, and all of a sudden, I hear this shunk, and we all stop and we look at each other, and then we hear it a second time. And at that point, I go off running one direction, and the other 2 guys go running off the other direction because when electrical machinery starts thunking without anyone telling it to, it's very probable that you're about to get an explosion. And when these explosions happen, we call them arc flashes. It will turn the air to plasma, kind of, and you will get molten aluminum or lead or steel or whatever happens to be surrounding the equipment at that time. So you want to be nowhere near it, not immediately in front of it the way that I was at that time. And we found out later that what had happened was there was some logic in the code where if it wasn't getting a steady electrical value on the main line, that would automatically fail over to the secondary line. And that's what I was hearing, that they didn't have what they expected signal-wise on the main line, and so it automatically failed over to the secondary line. So that happened, and my boss at the time, great guy, he was a mentor to me from the very first moment I started this field. He said, Matt, what you need to do right now is sit down and write up this shutdown report, saying exactly what happened and all the things. So I sat down and I said what we were working with, when I arrived there, who was there with me, and I included, let me make sure there's nothing on this page. Yeah, I included, and this isn't proprietary code, that's why I'm allowed to show it. I included screenshots of the code I was working with. I had told them what the code was saying because, a lot of people don't understand what this sort of code means. And then I took screenshots showing time and date that I took these pictures, because I didn't want to just say, like, yeah, I took this picture, but I actually included a screenshot with the property so that it detailed what time I took the screenshot at. And then we reperformed the test, and I included all that. I included what I thought went wrong, and then I actually had, so I need to make sure I'm covering this part up, I think. Yeah, I don't need logos or anything in there. I actually had the signature, like this is my company's, or the company I was working for at the time, their shutdown report, and I showed who signed it, and then the last page was just me signing and dating it along with my supervisor. And the fact that I made this, a couple days later, I found out that the other guy who was there was spreading all kinds of lies about what happened out there. And the fact that I had that documented saved the company I was working for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that is, like, I keep that to remind myself how important it is, and especially my line of work, but probably most people's lines of work, to document so carefully the work you do. And that was just an interesting thing that I did. And then the other one I did, which I don't mind if y'all see this too, this is the kind of stuff I do that, basically like McCoy's and TOS, the sick bay bed, where you had all your status monitors, and you didn't know what they meant, but it was real clear that the middle area was green. Green was good. And then if it went too high or too low, it got yellow and then red. And whenever that happened, oh no, that's bad. You know it's bad, and things start beeping faster at you. And so that's the sort of work I do, where I take all the information for a city, and this is a bunch of water towers and lift stations and pump stations that provide water and take the used water, if you will, the Turtistani water, if you will, to the treatment plants. And so what we did, and we didn't have to do this, but we included documentation of every screen we did and explanations of how to use the screen. It's one of those things where I only ever had to do this once. And then because I made this one time, it took so long for me to make this, but because I did this one time, I was able to tweak it just a little bit for each customer after that. And it was one of those things where we'd hand it to them, and you see their eyes get big, and they'd be like, this is our system. Like, this is an amazing thing that you provided to us. And it was one of those things that just by doing it the one time, it was a value we were able to add to all our clients after that. And it really wowed them and amazed them. And yes, Bird of Prey 5, and thank you to everyone who I've been rambling for about 10 minutes here on work stuff that, yes, I know a lot of people are saying it's technobabble, or what language am I speaking? But I appreciate that you let me kind of ramble here while we all trickle in there. And thank you to everyone who's saying congratulations for hitting 100,000. Yeah, I wish 100 subs. I'm very thankful to you all. I really appreciate it. So this stream is a celebration stream. For 50 subs, what I did is average jam. I'm not reading that. For 50 subs, what I did is I kind of showed some behind the scenes of how I did my green screens, the different programs I use. So one of the things I thought we could do with this stream is I can either show you how I use Shotcut to make some of the videos I did, maybe some of the more advanced stuff I've done on some of my videos, if y'all are interested in that. Otherwise, we can do some gaming, some classic gaming like I do with Cinnabon. We can do, I can just open up StreamYards and we can have a general chat, talk whatever you guys want to chat. This is 100% y'all guys have got me to 100 subs, and I want to have fun with y'all. So this is up to y'all. Do y'all want to do some gaming? I have a lot of games in my library that I haven't gotten a chance to play yet, but I'm really looking forward to kind of those interactive games that I like so much. And no bird, not how to use a shotgun, how to use Shotcut. If I said shotgun, it was probably just a slip of the tongue there. So Shotcut is the program I use to make all my videos, and I'm trying to use these little earbuds. My wife got them, and she hasn't used them, but I didn't like the giant kind of what's the Cyberman headphones. I didn't like wearing those in the streams because they make me look like a Cyberman. But I'm going to try this. Is that they're not super comfortable and they keep falling out of the ear. So I'm not sure if I put it in wrong. Like you'd think you just put it in like the way of your ear is shaped, but it doesn't seem to really be staying in there. And Mr. Miles, chief engineer, stop saying y'all or I'll start saying dude. I do not care if you say dude, because I am 100% going to keep saying y'all. I am a Texan through and through, and I can go full Southern on y'all and bring out my drawl if you like, but typically speaking, I try to keep the drawl off the internet, you know. But when I do get out in them backwoods and I'm hanging out with all my construction buddies and everyone's a bubba and a dude, then yeah, I bring out the drawl. It comes on out, you know. You just can't help it. And Mr. Miles, you know, don't worry about linking wireless earbuds. If these don't work, it's no big loss. I was just trying them because my wife had already purchased them, so I thought I'd give it a shot here. And Aberjam is saying pound use your words. I do not have use your words or Jackbox. What I do have, and no, Thomas, I'm not using another language. I do have a couple Steam games that I had planned on playing sometime. They're kind of in my queue list. I also have all the retro gaming that I showed. I did a couple streams ago how to actually set this up if you wanted to join in. And the reason I'm okay with doing this, I have any game that we'd play on this system. Like I have GoldenEye, I have Mario Kart. I have even older games. Like if we want to do some Contra on the NES, we could do Contra. And then I use a program, an emulator to do it. So I'm okay with doing this because I own the system and I own the game. And all we're doing is using the internet to make it as if you were sitting right next to me playing Player 2. So we can do that. We can do behind the scenes, or we can do one of these Steam games. Or I can bring up StreamYard. I make sure to set the stream so I can really quick and easily, without stopping the stream, switch things over to StreamYards and let you guys in to have fun too. Sorry, I was reading someone else's. I was reading someone's comment and it came into my sentence there. And Wesley is saying, I'm thinking of doing a Let's Play of Sonic 3. Yes, I can do Sonic 3. And Abraham, I'm sorry, I can't do use your words. I don't have that game. Is it a free? I mean, if it's a free game, I can do that, but I have not purchased any of the Jackbox use your word stuff. In fact, I specifically didn't purchase that because DJ has it and Rock Solid has it and Anti-Trucker has it. So they were already doing that. I didn't want to hone in on stuff someone else was doing. But I noticed that no one was playing all these really old retro games that I really enjoy and like. So that's the stuff that I am doing. And we are more than welcome to do that also. And yes, Mr. Miles, he's saying that he has 122 subs. Does that mean I'm the big fish? Now that Bird of Prey left, yeah, you're the big fish. 122. I don't think anyone else has that topped. And then Wesley saying Life with Matthew meant me. Oh, after the stream. Okay, yeah, we can work on that after the stream because we're trying to get some Sonic stuff worked out after. Something we can join on any device. Oh, so there is the rub, is it not? Okay, this isn't gonna work. These keep popping out. I don't have anything specifically like that. So tell you what, I do have some games in my Steam library that I have been dying to try out here. And the way I do this is I get installed. I haven't played any of these games, but they are games that require me to make a lot of decisions. And instead of me making the decision, I have y'all make the decision because I'm lazy and I don't like making choices. And Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, I demand celebrity treatment. Okay, so here today on the red carpet, we have Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, the big dog on campus right now. Give a round of applause, everyone, if you will, please, to Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so glad to have you on tonight. So, tell you what, I'm going to actually do this. We're going to do two things. Let me get StreamYard pulled up. So, I will get a game pulled up, and while I have the game pulled up, I'll also have StreamYards pulled up so that we can jump in and just have a grand old time, as they say. So StreamYard, enter this. Let me get my Cyberman headphones back on. But don't these just... I feel like this is literally something they would have used for the Cyberman look. Just spray paint it silver or something. Alright, so if I come to here... Oh, look at that. All of a sudden I'm in StreamYard. Karogan dollars or Turistani dollars? You know, whichever one works best for you. Here is a link to my StreamYard. And while I get that, let's see, I'm going to start sharing this screen first. Okay, so anyone who wants to join into the chat while we're doing this, feel free. Here is my Steam library. Now, if someone sees a game in the library that we could actually do some co-op play or some, I don't know, multiplayer play, then by all means, let me know. I mean, there's always Counter-Strike and Day of Defeat. It has been a dog's age since I've done either one of those games. So if you want to see me just get mopped by everyone playing a game like that, I will be more than willing to do so. Hey, number one sci-fi. And Wesley, you want to do some Payday 2? I am fine with that. Let's see. Are you there, number one?
Can you hear me?
Hello, number one. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Oh, you know what? I think I know what the problem is. It's these Bluetooth headsets. I bet it's stealing my audio. So number one, I apologize if I am talking over you right now. I am just... I'm just going to come over here to playback. And let's see. It should be... this one. Are you there, number one?
Yeah.
Hey, there you are. Yeah, it was the Bluetooth. They had stolen the audio. Sorry about that.
Congratulations.
Here's Cinnabon. Hey, Cinnabon.
Hey, Matthew. How's it going?
It's going good. How are you doing?
Congratulations on 100 subs.
Thank you. So yeah, if we want to do some team play, I have Bridge Crew. Payday 2 is something Wes was suggesting. I think those are pretty much the only, and then of course all like the Counter-Strike, Day of Defeat kind of stuff. Which, gosh, that'd be pretty rough to get into that game again. Did you ever play any of the Counter-Strike stuff?
I did too a long time ago. I haven't played in a very long time.
Ha! I have made it into the stream.
Hey, Wes. I'm almost tempted to do that then.
Tempted to do what? I missed the last 10
Yeah.
seconds of.
Speaking of bad things that happen, Matthew.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of playing, Matt?
Hold on, Wes. What's a bad thing that happened, number one?
That Houston water main break-in. Did you see that?
I did not. Was that pretty recent here?
Yeah, it was just 1 or 2 days ago.
Yeah, I didn't see that news. I'm not
Oh, okay.
surprised. A lot of our infrastructure is just getting super old. And Mr. Miles, chief engineer, which version of Counter-Strike? I didn't realize there's more than one version. The one I have is that. Let's see. It's this version, whatever that one is. The one that came with Half-Life and Half-Life 2. So the old version, the original version.
It's not the Counter-Strike Go.
No, not Counter-Strike Go.
Hey Matthew, is your video set to? Is your stream set to private?
It shouldn't be. Did y'all not get a
shouldn't be,
notification of it?
Yeah,
Is it Counter-Strike Source?
I switched.
Possibly.
Let me see your screen.
That's weird.
I didn't even know that Counter-Strike was still available.
Counter-Strike 1.6 apparently. Yes, Mr. Miles. He's saying 1.6. That is the version I have. It's before Source. Yes, that is how old I am. I have the Counter-Strike before Source, before Go. Although I have seen some cool things for Counter-Strike Go. There's one where they're doing like all these slides and stuff, which, yes, everyone else is probably like, welcome to 10 years ago. But it was new to me, and it looked real cool. I think that was CSGO. But yeah, so I saw someone saying Bridge Crew, Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, saying I have CS Source. I wonder if I could actually get that one, like if it's actually in.
No, the original Counter-Strike counts as one game. Counter-Strike Source counts as another game. Counter-Strike Go counts as another game. Global.
That's lame.
And it's freaking $10 for the OG one.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
I'm surprised I don't have Source, to be honest. I mean,
do you have Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion at all?
No.
I have that. That's a good game.
Yeah, that's an awesome game.
I wonder
because there's mods for both Star Trek and Star Wars type mods.
So Matt, you don't have Counter-Strike Source or Go. You just have the original one.
That is correct. Although, does Counter-Strike Source come with the orange box? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I bought the orange box when it came out.
Because I bought orange box, so I have a license key for it.
Or do you have Wreckfest at all?
No,
What's that one?
It's like a game where you basically can obviously crash a lot in it and stuff like that, and because you can race on different.
So it's a racing game.
Yeah, it's a car racing game where you can race in different areas. You can race on like NASCAR tracks. You can race on dirt. You can. I mean, they have all kinds of mods for that as well, where you can race with different vehicles, and the object of the game is just to obviously crash in the kind of almost like you remember Burnout Paradise.
Yeah. But so we're trying to figure out games that we all four of us have.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez, Wes, that was kind of mean.
I'm sorry. Everyone's like, I'm sorry, Mister.
Now, Wes, are you interested in Star Wars at all? really or not really?
Yes. Do you not know me, sir?
Okay, because I'm going to Comic-Con where there's going to be Star Wars actors, mainly from The Mandalorian there. So if you want me, I'm going to try to get a recording of them saying "Hail Karoga" or whatever I can get them to say if they're up for it. If
Oh,
they're up for it, you know.
okay. Okay, that will make Anti-Trucker very upset because he was like, "Where's my audio recording?"
Yeah.
He's, so
Well,
if you do that too, if you get a Hell Karoga from someone, AT will definitely start to lose it.
yeah. But I mean, they're actors, like I said, mainly from the Mandalorian there. So the guy that plays the Doctor um, is there. The lady that plays the Mandalorian armor or person is going to be
The
there.
Vanguard. She was a rebel Vanguard.
No,
Yeah.
the lady that's also a Mandalorian that makes the armor.
Oh, okay. The
The best
Zabrak.
first steel
The Zabrak.
lady. Emily Swallow. She's going to be there. That's her name. That's her real name.
Okay.
She's going to be there. Sam Witwer from Rebels is going. Darth Maul is going to be there.
Yeah, let me jump in real quick. How many people actually have Counter-Strike Source here?
I do.
I don't. That's all right.
I was gonna say, like, if everyone else had Source except me, I'd be willing to grab it so that we could all do some game together. Same with like a Day Defeat Source, which I kind of enjoyed Day Defeat more than Counter-Strike.
I have Day of Defeat Source. It's not installed, but that shouldn't take too long.
Oh yeah.
Cinnabon, how about you?
I don't. That's fine, guys. Go ahead.
So people in the chat, if we got Counter-Strike or Day Defeat Source, how many of y'all would jump in there with us just to see me get mopped? Because I've never even played Counter-Strike. I have played Day of Defeat, but it's been like easily decades since I played that. But I'd be willing just to get completely destroyed to have some fun.
It's 2.15 gigs. Oh, I miss those days where games were only like 2 or 3 gigs. Also back then, I only had hard drives that had like I don't know, 50 gigs.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Commander Shutter.
And I'll be back in 1 second. I need to grab something.
Now, CS:GO, is that one free? That's the one for the phone, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think it's free though. I thought it was. I thought it was in the Steam store for free a while ago, but I've never played it.
Is it Counter-Strike Go?
Okay.
Search the Steam store. Yes.
So sorry for cutting you off earlier. Sci-fi number one sci-fi.
Okay, yeah, I see that Counter-Strike Global Offensive is free to play. It's free and on the phone. Commander Shutter, do you think? Gosh, if we installed Counter-Strike Global Offensive on the computer, you think it would jump streams there? Like, I think it does because I have some friends that play Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Counter-Strike Go on their phone. I want to say that they play against computer players also. You guys want to do this? Some Counter-Strike Go? Because I like free. Free is really, really my price range.
Right, I know, right? I'm trying to get Steam to load, but it's not loading. I might have to restart my computer.
Disk space required 2 gigs. Yeah, go ahead. Why is it free to play, Mr. Miles? I honestly don't know. There's probably some. Let's see. Buy CS:GO Prime status upgrade. Players with Prime status are matched with other Prime status players and are eligible to receive Prime exclusive souvenir items, item drops, and weapon cases. So it basically gives you an unfair advantage in game.
I've got the basic version. It's still fun. You still will probably lose, but
one of the nice things, I believe, is that CS:GO automatically matches you against players of your abilities. Okay, I wonder if we could actually.
You can't like host a whatever.
A game?
Yeah, game. You can't host a game.
I think you have to have a computer set up to be a designated server for it. I think it's been a little while since I played.
Let's see. I got it downloading right now, so I'll tell you all in just a second here what I find.
Yeah, I mean you should have. Usually for games, you either have LAN access, which is obviously close by, or you can host a game and have people join you.
It's a 10 gig game? What the heck?
I thought you said it was just 2 gig.
I thought that's what it said on the download page. They lied to me.
I think like the Counter-Strike Source is 2 gigs, and Go is a lot newer.
Let's see. Downloading the CS:GO dedicated server. Registering game. Holy crap. There's a few steps you gotta take. Remember when you could just host a game?
Yeah.
Without anything special?
Now you might have to add someone as a friend, I guess, to make sure that they can join you or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. I lost the internet for a second there.
Let's see, Google, how to play CS:GO with friends. Play with friends only? Question mark?
It's like, can you even do that?
Step 1, go to play with friends. Step 2, send invite to them. Step 3, someone's going to be sassy with this response.
Step 5, contact Bob and ask him how it works.
Hey, did he read the Dear Bops today?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Some of them were pretty good.
Would you say at least 10 of them were pretty good?
How many were there? I think there only was like
10. Thomas Potts, do you have your computer on, sir? Yeah, exactly. That's what this guy was being like. I wonder if they're talking about a dedicated server, though. I hope not, because I really just... Like, part of the fun of doing a stream like this is playing with y'all, not just... You heard me, Mr. Miles, y'all. And not just random people on the internet.
Well, I've got Data Defeat Source installed in case you want to play that, but I'm installing Counter-Strike Global Offense.
I do not know why my camera's bugging out like this. I apologize, by the way. I'm probably doing one too many things.
Yeah, it's flashing.
All right, I need to restart my computer. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Okay. See when we get back. Oh, and there goes Matt's camera. Oh, no, it's back. Hi,
Yeah,
Matt.
I'm closing down a couple programs, hoping to lighten the load.
Yeah, and close some tabs, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
I've got like another 10 more Dear Bobs to write this week before Monday.
It's probably mad right now because I'm showing this through StreamYard, but I'm downloading a lot of stuff too, so it's probably just being overwhelmed bandwidth-wise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I might get him to say death to Kruger as well, Wesley. It all depends.
Wait, what?
Death to Kuroga as well. Maybe mix it up,
Death to Kroga or Hell Kroga?
Yeah. Depending on what they prefer. I'll say, which do you prefer? You know what I mean?
Kind of like the...
Some will have such a huge line that you literally will have 10 seconds, 10 to 30 seconds to say something or ask for something. Others,
Well, I'm going to probably pick the guys that are, the least crowded, obviously.
Yeah. Others will have no line at all, and they're just sitting there bored. Does anyone remember me?
No.
Yeah, I figure Sam Witwer, since he's probably the most famous of the people that are going to be there, his line will probably be the longest.
Yeah, that's not a good one for any big request.
Yeah, and I don't want to, I'll only ask him if it's if I can even, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I obviously don't want to be kicked out of the place or anything.
Again, you gotta fill it out, and if it's one of the special guests that are not as well known, you can get away with a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I have to see who doesn't have long lines because number one, I'm not going to stand in a long line in the first place,
What is going on with this download speed?
I don't know. Is it because you're streaming, I'm guessing?
It might be, but I have more than enough bandwidth to spare. Like my home plan is 500 megabits.
Yeah.
Down speed.
I would imagine you get at least 5G download or whatever speed anyway, right?
Well, if I was on my phone, yeah, but I mean, I'm downloading it on the computer. Which maybe that's the thing. Maybe I should just download it on my phone and then try and play it like this.
Yeah.
Is it cross-platform, or are you going to be stuck playing?
Yeah, maybe see which one downloads the fastest. Even though that'll probably slow down one or the other, or even more.
It's supposed to be cross-platform. If you play it on your phone, you should be able to play it against people on the computer also.
That would give a huge advantage to anyone on a computer then.
Oh, yeah. I mean, undeniably so.
Matt, I was going to ask you, do you have any of the Borderlands games?
I do.
Okay.
But not on my computer. I have them all on Xbox.
Oh, okay. Let me read off a list of what I have that's multiplayer. Well, we know about 7 days. Let's see what else I have. Payday 2, you have that. Space Engineer, Squad. Squad's a fun game.
I forgot about Space Engineers. It just wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah, I pretty much gave up on it, and now I'm waiting for, I guess, Kerbal Space Program 2 to come out before I get back into that, I guess.
I mean, I still have a soft spot for Space Engineers, but it's like the way we were doing it kind of sucked the fun out of it. What you got to do is maybe build ships in creative mode.
You still there, Wes? Did I just lose the stream?
No, I'm here. I don't know about Wes, but
I think we might have lost just Wes then, in the middle of his sentence there.
And now I'm back.
Oh, there you are.
I don't know if it's me downloading games or what, but my internet is horrible tonight.
Yeah, same here. So
What
I
I
also
was
got some GOG games.
What would make Space Engineers funner is if you either do like a build off where it's in creative mode and you can't see each other's project and you just work on a ship for like an hour, like a time limit, and then fight, you know, quicker style games, not these long drawn out, over the weeks. Everyone builds up bases kind of stuff.
Now here's, I do have, by the way, the old school Star Trek point and click adventure games.
Oh gosh.
Did you ever play those?
No, I have not.
They're pretty fun. They're a lot of fun, even. I might play, like, if this is taking too long, I might play a really random game.
Oh, do you have Portal 2? We could play the co-op part of it together.
True, but isn't that just a two player?
It's only 2-player. It might be fun for the audience, especially if we get both of our screens on there. But it means like it'd only be 2 of us, and that's not what we're going for.
Yeah. So I have, it's a really random game. Where'd it go? It's technically a Steam game, I think. It's something like something in this. Oh yeah, Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. You would not think that this game is scary, but like the further you progress, the weirder things start getting. I finally had to uninstall it because it was just getting too freaky for me. Like there gets to be a point where the ambiance of the game is too much for me. I'm like, no, this is it. I'm not having fun with this level of fright anymore. Come on, okay, 2 more minutes. I can live with 2 more minutes, assuming it doesn't drop out again.
My internet keeps slowing down. It's taking a while to download that Counter-Strike Go.
Can you imagine, by the way, this is a 10 gigabyte game we're downloading, and I'm over here complaining that it's taking like 20 minutes to download this. Like when we were a lot younger, a single gig was like start it at nighttime and go to bed, and when you wake up in the morning, you should be close to done.
yeah, that was back in the probably floppy disk days, right?
Back in SneakerNet. No, I mean
yeah, when you logged into like AOL or something like that to get on the internet.
Oh, Commander Shutter is asking about, does anyone have Diablo 2?
Remember that?
I do not have Diablo 2. Is that multiplayer?
I had yeah, it is. I used to have Diablo 2. I don't. Oh, yeah, because Diablo, because it's Blizzard, it'd be stored in my Blizzard account. What was the Blizzard launcher?
Did I spell it right? Diablo, yeah. Yeah.
So how when you schedule these like you do, how much in advance do you schedule it so you make sure you don't use any of your time, basically, I guess.
Of StreamYard?
Yeah.
So here's the thing about the way I'm doing on StreamYard. I'm cheating through my nose.